You have to let people do what they want to do so you can see what they would rather do. It seems simple, but I think we overcomplicate what it means to relate to someone else. When relating to someone, you have to step outside of your perspective or the lens that you wear and be willing to step into their perspective or the lens that they wear. Otherwise, you won't really be relating to them. You will just be dealing with them through your own personal experience. And once I realized that people will show you who they are, you just have to give them the space to do so, then you don't have to do as much. You don't have to work as hard. You don't have to put forth as much effort. You really get to just show up, be yourself, be authentic, be intentional, be observant. Time reveals all. Words prove who people want to be, actions prove who they are. So when you allow somebody to do what they want to do, you will ultimately see what they would rather do. What do they do when the time, space, opportunity is granted to them to do what they want to do? How do they move? Do they consider you? Do they communicate? How do they communicate? What efforts are they putting forth towards relating to you? And then you will realize if people are relating to you out of convenience or out of purpose. Because when something is purposeful, you move with purpose. When something is convenient, you move with convenience. A lot of people are willing to relate to you or be in relationship with you as long as it's convenient for them, easy for them, familiar to them, and ultimately as long as they're benefiting from it. But when the slightest inconvenience arises, pay attention to who shows up. Pay attention to how they move, how they speak, what they do. That is going to tell you more than anything else ever could. If you want to know who you're dealing with, tell them no. And whoever you meet on the other side of that no, that's who's been there the whole time. Ultimately, I take it as when people are no longer getting what they want from you or things aren't going the way that they would like for them to go, pay attention. Because the mask is going to be dropped and the true face is going to be revealed. Words prove who you want to be, actions prove who you are. Time reveals all. Don't take it personally. I think a lot of times we overinvest and overcommit before we've actually understood the level of investment that is required for a certain relationship. Not everybody, friend doesn't mean the same thing to everybody. Relationship doesn't mean the same thing to everyone. Love does not mean the same thing to everyone. So you go into these situations with your own lens, your own perspective, and you're setting yourself up for disappointment because the people that you're connecting to don't hold that same view, value, perspective, integrity, intention. Let people do what they want to do so you see what they would rather do. And once they show you what they would rather do, move accordingly.